Hey, man.
Morning, gentlemen. Another beautiful day in the life. We're getting ready to go to do a commercial proposal consultation. We're going to be bringing Mr. Tyler with us today, the video crew. Let's see how it goes.
All them keys, boy. I got the keys.
That's a lot of keys.
There's a lot of keys. I don't know why. Only one works. We're throwing a fiesta for his birthday.
For whose birthday?
Rolando's. It's in 2 days.
Really?
Yeah, throwing a big old party, all kinds of stuff, big bash, be there, be square.
A blade and I can throw it at the wind.
Yeah.
Trying to get Robert to break out of his shell. He's like, I don't want to talk to customers, but whenever he like answers the phone, I'm like, man, he's actually pretty good at it. He doesn't know it.
I've done customer service before. I hated it. I ran away as fast as I could.
Hey, if you know what you like, that's what matters. If he wants to be back here, leading the back, killing it, that's fine too.
Hi. True.
Do something today. Maybe we'll get some chiloso if we have time.
Wine and dine. It is the spot.
That's the new spot. He tried chiloso with us for the first time. I was like, he's not gonna like it. What'd you think?
It was bussin'.
Bussin'? Is that a young man's term for good or bad?
That's good.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Chiloso over Chipotle any day.
That's like no cap.
No kizzy.
No cap. I'm learning a lot. These guys are like almost 20 years younger than me, so we bussin'. When I get home, my wife don't know what happened. She thinks I'm crazy, like an alien or something. Be like, baby, today was bussin', no cap. She. Now I'm like, Anthony, what did I say?
He understands it?
Yeah, totally. We're about to head to D-Tec LED to do a commercial and residential window film consultation. It's going to be awesome. Follow us.
We're excited to start doing bids.
Yeah, it's definitely a field that I'm not as experienced in, so I definitely want to learn, absorb, soak in as much as I can.
Tyler came into the company knowing he was going to have to work in the back and learn how to do everything better and, you know, get really good. He already has experience, but we want him to be like elite and earn something before he goes to the front and do the sales. But I could tell he was getting pretty burnt out in the back because it's just not what he wants to do. So I decided it was time to start bringing him out because I need to get somebody and train somebody to replace me in this field so we can continue on and I can find another thing to do and grow the company. So here we are, and the first time I took Tyler out, I could tell he was unhappy and he just lit up like a Christmas tree. Like, this is what he wants to do. So he's being humble, but he wants to talk to people. He likes sales, and he's been showing me sales books and all this on his own. So let's see what happens and where it goes. He's following me around, and I'm gonna teach him everything I can. Let's do it.
So they cut a lot of our building away. And then when they rebuilt it, we have no overhead or awning here. So we've even installed like our own little, if it's before 10 a.m., we have to have this down. Otherwise we literally can't even see the computer screens because the glare.
Okay.
And it's making it hard for the guys sitting here at the counter because the glare on the screens and the heat.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
So that looks like a silver mirror, and that's gonna look more black chrome. Like when you drive by, it's just, you know, windows are already shiny.
Yeah.
So this is gonna just be a dark color. You won't notice this much. I like this better because to me it looks more natural looking out of it.
Okay.
It still works really good for what you need. This one's 2% darker. This is 8% on the glass. This is 10%.
Okay.
This blocks more heat. This 75% infrared heat. This is 88. So So that is a noticeable difference.
Yeah. You know that I'm just looking for that visibility at night, not during the day, but at night for advertising. So with that in mind,
2087.
whichever one you recommend.
It's slightly lighter. I think this is gonna look nicer off the road.
Okay.
The landlord will probably like this more than this if you ask me.
Okay.
And this will do what you need. So it's 2% lighter, so it'll have more visibility
Okay.
and it'll look really good.
Let's do that.
What's up?
Hey, how are you?
See ya.
Good to see you too, man. Long time no see.
We're at Dallas Performance. Last episode, we had their purple Huracan STO, and then the next day they dropped off Lamborghini Aventador for Tint. So we're gonna see what they do here. I see you got some billet part.
Yeah.
They're on the counter.
That's an intake manifold that we're finishing up for a customer of ours. We make these all in-house, all billet aluminum. If you want to, I can show you the status of the STO now.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different shape than it was last week when you saw it. This is the same STO that you just did last week, just in a much different shape now than it was.
Wow. Yeah, last week it was all put together. It didn't have turbos and titanium exhaust. That's insane. What's the goal for that? What are you doing with it?
This is just going to be another little R&D car. It's still going to keep it rear-wheel drive since it's an STO, and the customer / boss man doesn't want to make it too crazy, and he wants to keep it just a drivability, like show pony kind of thing. It'll probably make it around 1,000 horsepower, still rear-wheel drive, and be a fun car to just drive around.
Yeah, 1,000 horsepower is a handful with only rear-wheel drive.
Yeah, he's gonna have to put a much stickier tire on it than those factory. This car just got a roll cage installed, and it's waiting on its billet block to come back from the machine shop. This car got a full roll cage because he's going over 3,000 horsepower and going racing. So we always recommend doing a full actual cage when you're doing that. Yep.
That's crazy.
Definitely want that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This car should make around 3,200 or so.
That's insane.
For those intake manifolds that we showed you up front, this is the lowers that bolt to the upper and become a full intake manifold.
Do you guys make everything here?
Yeah, we make everything in-house.
Wow.
We make everything except the turbos and the intercooler cores here. The roll bars are all made here, the roll cages are made here, the turbo kits are made here, the engine blocks are made here, and on the CNC machine, which I'll show you in a little bit.
You guys only work on Lambos, or what other cars do you guys work on?
We work on, specialize in Lamborghinis and Audi R8s, but we actually recently started the domestic side back up again, which is over here, doing Corvettes, Camaros, stuff like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. They got a ZR1, R8, I don't know, Alfa Romero.
We got a ZR1 that's getting built right now.
Wow, look at this one.
That has like a full race wheel package on it. What's going on with this car?
This is our shop drag car. This one is just set up to go quarter mile. Still has a DCT in it. Fully DCT. This thing makes around 2,200 wheel.
I see you got a blue car. That's my favorite color. So I'm kind of gravitating towards it. What's going on with that?
This car is a Stage 3 Plus. We're doing custom powder coating on, and he wants everything to match. So we got everything custom powder coated the same color as the actual car, blue Cephas. It has metal flake, and you can see it's the same exact color as the car. Turbos, paint.
That's wild. It's got the intakes and the intercoolers blue over there too.
Yep.
If I had this car, everything would be blue.
Orange roll bar installed and an orange cross brace because the interior is orange and black. So he wanted the orange accents.
Oh wow.
What's the goal
This car is $1350, but he lives in Phoenix, Arizona, so we're doing an inner chiller and a new water tank up front with a new upgraded water pump, so you can be controlled through the Motec standalone. The standalone can change water pressure off the pump directly just on the tune based on intake air temps.
Wow. It's a lot hotter in Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
So had to upgrade the cooling system.
And the inner chiller system works off an air conditioning, so it cools the intercoolers down when they get hot as well.
Now I feel like Russell, feel like John Morant, need a triple double, told him check the stats, yeah I got a couple, I don't drive the ball, now I never fumble, I'm the MVP, now I feel like Russell, yeah I need it now, told him on the lay, I've been moving dog, yeah I'm on the way, I don't hear the talk, don't care what they say, I don't got no patience, I can't ever wait, I've been trying to get it, running up all these digits, and I've been in the gym, I've been up doing minutes, I just put in that work, told them it's strictly business, and I see through the face, they all just burning bridges, feel like John Morant, need a triple double, told them check the stats, yeah I got it.
This one has the 3,000 horsepower cores, it's like 1,500 a piece instead of 1,000 horsepower a piece. It's got our billet intake manifold, our billet block, our race coil set up, so it doesn't have the factory 12-volt plug anymore. It has race coils remotely to wires to the actual plugs. It also has a JRZ suspension with the external reservoirs, which is what those are. And it's set up specifically for half miles so it can get as much traction as possible.
All made by you.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything.
Yeah. It has twin bottle fire suppression, so it has fire extinguishers that go all the way down to the turbos on each side. Also on the valve covers and in front of the engine, you can see like the Y block on the silver line that goes straight down, and it also works its way around each side to actual sprayers, nozzles, and then they go down here, and there's more in here, and they're in each corner and also inside the car to protect the driver if anything happens.
Oh wow. This is the fastest car you guys have here?
It is one of them.
Yeah.
There's another one that's pretty close to the same car. It's green. It's not in the building right now. It's a customer's car.
Oh, okay. Wow.
This one has a Motec dash, so you can see the remote mounted screen inside, which tells you things like what map you're in, what nitrous pressure. That's your fire suppression. You have twin different ones you could pull. You have fire suppression under the seat too. That sprays directly in that hole so it can get you if you're on fire.
Oh wow.
So this is the Aventador, it's twin turbo. This was at our shop last week for ceramic tint. This thing is sick. Sean is gonna start it so you can hear it. We didn't get to get any footage of it started. This thing is insane. It makes quadruple horsepower, like over 1,000 horsepower. It is the coolest car. So if you don't know, these are really high dollar CNC machines. They make all these amazing parts out of blocks of aluminum, billet aluminum, and these machines, somehow they program it. I don't know how they do it. That's their magic, but they do all this stuff and they make these beautiful billet parts that are extremely strong. They look like artwork, and they sell them all over the world for Lamborghinis and different vehicles.
This is our Herco 4-axis machine. We do a lot of intake manifolds like this. This is the top hat to the intake manifolds. You have the two lowers that bolt to the upper, and it's essentially this like a direct replacement for stock. The stock intake manifold is great, but under boost they will separate, and once they separate they can explode and blow the back window out of the car. So we create our own out of metal, so that way it's not a problem anymore. We've held up to 70 pounds of boost with that exact intake manifold in this sense.
These guys are putting turbos on them, and then the parts aren't made to handle that. So like you said, they can break and explode. So they make the parts to upgrade them in-house here.
This area is a little cramped, so watch out. But this right here actually turns into an engine block. We have raw aluminum that we get in just big block form, and we cut that out to make it into an actual engine block. So that raw block turns into one of these. Through several different CNC cycles, setting it up in the machine, cutting a different area, taking it out, setting it up to cut a different area. And you kind of do that 2 or 3 times before you actually get to where we're at now. We have to send them off to heat treat to get the treating done before we do the sleeves and all that stuff.
Guys, so we got the tour of Dallas Performance. These guys are masters of their craft. If you like anything you saw, give them a call. They'll get you taken care of. Sean, thank you for your hospitality.
Yeah, man, anytime.
Let's head back to the shop. Really should be a 2 to 3% leniency there, but everybody's different, so that is so close you almost can't see the difference. They just didn't want to help you out, you know. It's not like that's dark. That is not dark at all. Yeah, and anything you need, Jason or I will take care of you. Like I said, that our offer stands, so if you just get a hold of us, we'll take care of it for you. Yeah, thank you for taking my call too. You too. Bye-bye. Yeah, so we had a customer. There was some misunderstanding. She was moving to Maryland. We gave her the darkest legal tint, really for both, but we told her she should probably go with the shade lighter. And you know, it's been a while. I don't know what happened in between and what exactly during the sales process, but she left us a 1-star review because when she went to get it inspected, the law is 35% and it was at like 32 or 33%, which, as you heard on the phone, it was almost not visually noticeable, that amount of percent. The eye can almost not tell that difference, but the inspector was kind of being a jerk because 32, 33% in Texas is way too light. You know, we can go 25%, which is actually darker. But anyhow, I gave her a call. She left a 1-star because she was frustrated because she's in Maryland and no one could help her, which we can. So we gave her a call. She's gonna take the 1-star review down, and hopefully we can make her happy at another XPEL dealer, or if she can get past, but it's handled. But you're gonna get the 1 stars. Even if you answer the phone sometimes and give someone a quote they don't like, they can easily, which just happened many times, go on there and go, they were too damn high. You know, we have the best tint you can get. It doesn't fade. We have the best installers. We have the best reputation. We've been doing it the longest. You're gonna pay a little bit more when you come here, you know, but so sometimes you get bad reviews and you just can't control it, but if we can, we call them, we try to fix it. That's a good tip for you guys too. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. We'll see you next week.